All right, hey y'all. I decided this was faster than taking 80 million pictures, so I thought I'd just give you a quick video of what I do. So this was my notebook from first period last semester. You see I've got the dividers on the side. I use Sarah Carter's templates from Math Equals Love for all of her the divider pages. And so what I start with is the very first thing I have them do is I have them put a pocket in the front. And that is for them to keep their warm-ups for the week, their bell ringers. They just live there, so they don't lose it. It doesn't go anywhere else. And then conversely, in the very back, on the last page, I put a pocket for them to keep their homework for that night, so it lives here as well. So for my kids, they don't need a separate binder or a folder. Everything lives in here. After that, we put in some reference material, and it's just kind of some basic stuff, perfect squares. They fill in, we give them math multiplication table, a factor table I really like. This comes in handy when we're doing difference of two squares and factoring trinomials. It's nice for the kids that need an extra kind of leg up. Then I keep the standards-based grading ninja that I got from Anna Vance. And then usually here is a copy of either the TI-84 keyboard or Desmos. I've done both. For whatever reason, it didn't get glued in here. And then for each unit, what they get is they get a divider, which on the one side has the vocabulary for the unit. And then on the other side, it has a way for them to keep track of their grades. It's got the topic, it's got the I can statement that goes with it, and then the quiz grade, test grade, and whether they mastered it. So they can kind of keep track as they go. Some of them do, some of them don't, because, you know, freshmen, but for the kids that take advantage of it, it's helpful. Then in the beginning of each unit, there's a pocket for them to keep their quizzes. Since I do standards-based grading, they do get retakes, but for me, they can't retake it unless they correct it and turn it back into me when they want to retake. So I need a place for them to keep them so they don't lose it. So that's there. And then we've got the foldables. Some of them are like actual, like designed to be foldables, something like this. We've gotten them, some we've made ourselves, some we got from the MIT boss, and some we got from Teachers Pay Teachers, because let's be real, sometimes you need something fast, and that's a good way to get it. But then sometimes it's notes. Like, so this was 3 pages of a Word document, and we just printed it 2 to a page. And so then I can end up making a booklet out of it, and then that back fourth is blank, and that's where we glued it in. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for this. This is how they look. Usually there's a page that's notes and a page that's practice, but that's not universal. A lot of times it'll change. More pages on the notes, more pages on the practice. It just never knows. I don't keep a right and a left page type setup. It just goes in the order we do it. When I have notes that won't fit, so this is stuff I created from before INBs. So it's just 2 to a page. We had a copy restriction at my old school, so I was printing everything 2 to a page. But since there was no blank spot to glue it in, we would just stick it, make a pocket and stick it in and go move on with our lives. And then if we're doing 2 to a page and you duplicate it, and then you can just cut it in half, that fits usually in here perfectly. This is a spiral. Usually I have my kids do a composition notebook. This one was just, honestly, I ran out of composition notebooks, and so I had to make do with what I had. So I went with the spiral. And I do use a different one for each class period, because we get to different places at different times, so it's easier for me to have a different notebook for each class period. It lets me know exactly where we left off, and there's no getting confused about how far did we get. So yeah, that's pretty much a whole unit. Then we come into unit 2 and we do the same thing again. So that's what mine looks like. Like I said, some of these are foldables, but a lot of them aren't. It's just basically whatever I need it to be, and I just find a way to glue it in and keep rolling with life. So yeah. Oh, this one is a nice thing too, because you can take a regular sheet of paper and just quarter it, and then when you glue down 1/4, it folds out, and so you can get all of that, and then close it back up and it tucks in. So that's an option too. Lots of different things. I'm sure you have recognized some of these as I'm flipping through from folks. Thank you to all the people that share their notes so willingly out there. But yeah, if y'all have specific questions, let me know. So we do modeling linear functions was our unit 3. Unit 4 was algebra and geometry concept in the coordinate plane. 5 was systems of equations. 6 is exponential functions. 7 is quadratic. 8 is stats. And then I don't make a divider for the EOC review. I probably should have, but we just kind of tacked it in on the end wherever we needed to. All right, let me know if y'all have questions. Happy to answer them. Thanks, bye.